Hello, everybody. I'm Dr. Jesse Jackson III, best-selling author and facilitator of the Don't Kick 'em Out book and training series. Number one issue that I will continue to harp on and want to bring clarity is the issue of toxic workplace behavior. We see this a lot at our schools. It is the number one barrier, by my identification, that impedes academic growth in an environment. So what I have learned that the great academic learning environments, blue ribbon schools that I've worked for, A schools that I work for, those are great places to work. They're high energy. They're high energy. They're good energy. People like to be there. This is a great place to go to work, great place to go to school. We love it here. What you start to see with toxic energy is toxic behavior brings down the energy. That's continuous negativity, isolation, negative gossip, disloyalty, sabotaging kids, sabotaging coworkers, people neglect of doing your duty. To start this school year out, I have seen the neglect of duty create so many dangerous situations around the world. I'm getting all of these workplace related issues from everywhere around the world, across over there in Canada, all the way from the South to the East, New York to LA. And it's all coming down to just people not getting things done, people not doing their job, people neglecting to do their job. And when people are negligent in doing their job, guess what happens? People get hurt and people don't learn. You cannot operate if you are an organizational leader sitting in a superintendent role, in the principal role. You can't operate an organization that's operating with high levels of toxic conduct. And you're talking about at the central office level, everybody's vying for a position or seat next to the boss, right? And so that's mean it's a cat dog fight and we're going to cut each other. Nobody works together. Being on the same page means that we have the same goal. And when we have the same goal, we have at least the foundation of doing the same thing in the same direction. When we don't have that, you have toxic nature. We have some teachers that are not there to get test scores. That some teachers eschew the idea of test scores. That's toxic. It's going against what we're doing. It's going against how we're measured. So if you're giving me your personal opinion about what's personally how you feel about a government regulation, that is going contrarian to program. That's toxic. That's what people don't understand. As a school leader, as an organizational leader, you have to put energy into resolving and dismantling toxic conduct. It is unacceptable. It is detrimental. It's called conduct detrimental to the team. Conduct detrimental to the team. So if your personal issues keep you from coming here with a good attitude, conduct detrimental. If you don't come to work, you don't want to be here. I've had situations in this first 30 days of school. I've had people calling in the first week. I can tell you, I just calling the first week. I remember years ago, I want to say it was in Carolina, one of the Carolinas or Louisiana. Somebody in the first 2 weeks missed 6 days of school. But, we do want you to work here, get your personal business under control, and we'll consider you when you're not ready to work. See, this is what we are attempting to keep foolishness going at the expense of production and our objective. Our objective is student growth, student achievement. Our objective is to build capacity in our team and build a workplace that people want to go and are not looking for a new place to work every year. That's toxic. If you're turning over 30%, your program is giving you feedback. See, there has to be standards of clarity in building strong culture, standards of clarity. And one thing that is a standard of clarity is coming to work, is coming to school. I will not allow kids not to come to school. You say, well, Dr. Jackson, you don't have control of that. I don't. I hope you don't believe that. Now, notice, that was one philosophy. One school said, well, we can't control whether the kids come to school or not. Another school, a mile and a half away from that school, totally different philosophy. They mandated it and they taught it. And they reminded the parents and they taught it. They worked the phones, they knocked on doors. And a school in the same essential neighborhood, community. One sitting here with high chronic, the other one getting here with they're under 5%. You know why? Yeah, are some people not gonna come? Yeah, but it's not about the other people. It's about what our culture is. And if you enroll your kid here, I expect them at school, and I'm gonna tell you about it. I'm gonna remind you. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna send texts. I'm gonna knock on doors. I'm gonna give reminders. And guess what? I'm gonna annoy you and put it so much in your conscience that you need to say, I told the kids, I told a group of 6-year-olds the other day, you need to tell your mom to get you up to come to school. One of my friends used to tell me that was a kindergarten teacher in Houston years ago. She said she just started to realize that some of the parents, didn't know, and they were the problem. So she started reminding the 5-year-olds that you gotta go tell your mother, don't come in here without a coat. Don't not bring your homework or your lunch back. And the kids start reminding the parents. I don't want to hear excuses. If you got one of those coaches where excuses and say, well, I disagree with that, Dr. Jack, you go on over there. Like I say, if you winning already, you don't have to listen to Dr. Jack. But you got to realize the game is belly up. The winning is so hard right now. They're taking all your people are leaving. Culture's toilet. I got an A school, but they're not going to stay A long. You know why? Because they lost 38% of their staff this year. They got a new boss last year, and 38% of the people decided to leave. I can guarantee you they're not going to be an A this year. Culture, non-negotiable. Workplace, you have to identify culture, but that toxic stuff, you got to confront it head on. You don't have a choice. If you need help with these things, teaching, developing, building strong administration to confront these issues and to build strong culture and flush out toxic energy, man, I would love to help you. It's something we can't allow if we want academic growth and academic achievement, and to maintain strong teams and keep people at the job that we need to help us with our goals. I'm here to help. Call us today. I'll see you in class.
My name is Nate Dowles. I'm a dean at Southeast Academy. I've been working in education for 13 years, and I can say this is by far the best professional development I've ever had. I wish we can get more. I would have worked through lunch, all that kind of stuff. Very practical, but real, and that's what schools need, especially in this day and age. And it was just so dynamic. I'm full. I don't know what to say other than I'm full, and we need to bring Dr. Jackson back.
Everybody needs a Dr. Jackson.